Hello. The next topic is collection of data through questionnaires. Now, how we collect the data? So the researcher first mail the questionnaires, then the respondent read it, write the answers, and then they mail back. So that is the way we collect the questionnaires. Some of the key features are this is a self-service. That means the respondent works alone. No interviewer needed to answer the questions. Then it can work through email. We can prepare the Google form and we can send through email. Then here we have the fixed questions, same questions for everyone. And then they fill the spaces provided on form and then submit back. They answer that Google form and then they submit back. So this is based for the large group spread across cities when we can't meet everyone personally. There are some advantages. One, it is very cheap. No printing, no postage, no travel cost. Even if if you want to send to 10,000 people, we can easily send. Another thing is no bias. So respondents type their real thoughts without interviewer influence because interviewer is not before him. Then the respondent have some time to think to answer the question. So they never feel any kind of pressure to reply immediately. Then it reaches to everyone, even very busy person. Mm, If you want to interview the busy person, it is difficult to get them. But if you send the email, it can reach to everyone. And here, the large sample is possible. You can collect 1,000+ responses easily, and that gives the result more reliable. Here, there are some drawbacks also, like it's a low response rate. We can send the survey email to many people, but then many of them ignore. So the return is only like 30-50%, 30 to 50%. Then here we need to educate. Means here the educated people can respond. Illiterate people or the people from a small rural side, uh, they are not using the technology or Google email or kind of thing. So they are not the part of this survey. So they are left out. Then we can send the email and everything, but then after that we don't have any control. So we can't check the progress or help the respondent. And then this is a somewhat slowest also. So we have to wait some weeks for reply or reminders, or we need to give the reminders also. So now here the question is how to make the questionnaires and so on. And before sending mail to so many people, what we need to do is consider as a pilot study. So pilot study for questionnaires. So what is pilot study? The pilot study is nothing but it's a small test run of our questionnaire before the main big survey. So why do we need that pilot study? Because once we send, say, suppose to 10,000 people, then we can't uh, undo or many things like this. Say, like find the problems early. So test if questions are clear or confusing. Then practice run. So that is a kind of rehearsal for the main survey. We can fix the weaknesses. So experts spot the bad question or survey method issues, and we can catch those spot and rectify. And it saves some time and money also. So our main survey would be better, and the response rate also may be higher. So basically, pilot study send questionnaire to 20 to 50 people, small sample, and see what problem they face. And if there are some problem of questions and so on, so fix those questions and run. After that, we can run the main survey. Now, how to prepare the good questionnaire? So there are some parts of good questionnaire. One is general form. It's called a structure type. So that is called a structure questionnaire. It's a fixed form. Same exact questions for everyone. Same order also. Same words every time. Yes or no or multiple choice answers. And it should be from, it should easy to analyze. So that is the structured questionnaire. There are unstructured questionnaires also. So interviewer asks in on words, record whatever respondent says, and it's more like conversation. Now, uh, second is question order, how the sequence of question would be. So right order rule is like this: start from easy, that build the trust, then some general specific questions, and then some interesting one. So like it should be from interesting to some boring also. Lastly, very last, you can have some boring questions. The third is question wording, how to write those questions. So good question rules like this: it should contain simple words, no big dictionary words, then one idea only. So we should not combine jargon of the questions or ideas. Then the realistic time. So ask about last week, not last year or years before or kind of things. So recent kind of questions. And there should not be any bias. So we should not suggest any right answer or kind of things. The next is collection of data through schedules. So like questionnaire, it is just like questionnaire, but here this is with the helpers. It's called enumerators. That is nothing but the trained workers. So they fill the form instead of respondent doing it alone. So how it works? So it works like this. Enumerator visits respondent's home or office. Then they ask questions exactly from schedule. Then they write answers in a provided spaces. They can explain confusing terms also. So basically, what is the job of enumerators? So they carry printed schedule with questions, ask in exact order and wording, help illiterate respondent, record answers accurately. So there are some qualities of enumerator. They should be honest and hardworking. Now, advantage of this scheduling method is like it's very high response because the enumerator goes and fill the form. So very high response rate. They can work with the illiterate people also. Then accurate recording, and enumerator clarifies the doubts also. Some disadvantages is very expensive because we need to pay the salaries to enumerator, their travel costs, then needs many trained workers, and it's little bit time consuming for large areas. So what is the difference between the questionnaires and schedules? So suppose say we have the aspect of who fills it. So for questionnaire, respondent alone, but for scheduling, enumerator fills for the respondent. Cost. So it's very cheap in questionnaire. Just prepare the form and then send through email also. While for schedule, it is expensive. Then response rate in questionnaire, it is low, while in schedule, it is very high. Now in questionnaire, who can answer? So any unknown can answer. But in scheduling, non-exactly non-person answer because that is those people confirmed by the enumerator. The speed is very slow in questionnaires, while the speed is very fast in the scheduling. Literacy needed in questionnaire, while even illiterate people can take part in the scheduling. Accuracy questionnaire, it may be risk of some wrong or incomplete, while in scheduling it is more accurate. Thank you. We have the next video also.